this with illustration using the orange. Now you can see I'm holding this. If I cut it into 2 equal half, that means I'm going to have what we call, this line is called the equator. I'm going to have a cross section which is called a circle. You can see I have, this is the center, like center of the circle, and this is the radius. From center to this place is what? The radius. Now another thing is, when we have a great circle, we have to divide that into 2 equal half. So apart from a great circle, we also have what we call the small circle. Now you can see this one is cut into 2 equal half. If I cut this again, you can see, now I'm having a small circle. This is also a small circle. So I can have small circle on a sphere. You can see if I cut this, mind your hand, you can see. So these ones are called small circle. Small circle, small circle, big circle. So you can see I have a small circle, small circle, small circle. Then I have a great circle. Do you get that now? So the radius of a great circle comes from the equator. Are you getting it now? So that is from the center of the big one. So let's continue. Another thing I can have is, when I have, you can see this is the polar axis is this thick white thing that's inside the orange. Now this is an example. You can see this is a what? Small circle. Now if I have this like a tangerine, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me mark it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. So sorry about that. So we have, if I cut this into 2 halves, I want to show you the polar axis. Can you see this? You can see this white thing. I'm bringing it out. See the polar axis. You can see this is the polar axis, which is this line here. So after that polar axis, can you see I have another thick something? So after the polar axis, we have a meridian. So after the meridian, we now have the what? The lines of longitude and lines of latitude. So each one of these are great circle. You can see on my latitude, if I remove one of these, it's still the same thing as removing one of these. So all these are called a great circle. Now before I move to that, let me quickly explain the lines of latitude and the lines of longitude. Now if I have a circle, a sphere, sorry, this is my polar axis, this is my meridian, then these are my lines of longitude. Lines of longitude. Now lines of latitude, lines of latitude, lines of latitude, lines of latitude. So the lines of latitude that passes through the center, it is called the equator. Do you get that now? So latitude measures north, south. Are you getting it now? That is from the north to the south. Now if you look at this, let me send this one.